104.3 The Point. The station that rocks.
Great Bend Panther Sports on B104.3 The Point. Brought to you by Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency, Equity Bank, the 10th Street Eye Care Center, People's Bank and Trust, Comfort Pro, Insurance Planning, Delgado's Mexican Restaurant, Edward Jones, Dom Pipe Testing, and the Great Bend Rec. And by the Field House, University of Kansas Health System, Scott's Welding Service, American Plains Co-op, Farmers Bank and Trust, Innovative Livestock Services, the Marmee Auto Group, Empire Realty, Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, GB Tarp Company, and Freedom Claims Management. Panther Sports also brought to you by Coldwell Banker, Advanced Truck and Diesel, Next Tech, Stone Sand Company, Stone Waste Management, Rosenberg Family Dentistry, Sutherland's, Great Bend Ready Mix, Kern Floor Service, Magna Dry Cleaning Services, Shelter Insurance, Chris Ramsey, and by Mitchell K. Haney and Associates. Panther Sports on B104.3 The Point.
Live from historic Panther Fieldhouse, welcome to Great Bend Panther basketball on B104.3 The Point as postseason begins tonight for the Great Bend Panther boys. Great Bend, ranked 4th in Class 5A in the final KBCA poll, comes in with a record of 18-2. Their semifinal opponent in the 5A Substate matchup tonight are the Tigers of Goddard-Eisenhower. They are 6-14. Hi, everyone. Steve Webster with you, along with Mike Marzoff, getting set to bring you, well, the first of 2 straight nights of high school basketball. Tomorrow night, the Lady Panthers will finally get their game in, hopefully, at Hayes in their first-round Substate game after they got winded out last night. But first up, it's going to be the Panther boys tonight, who begin their quest to make back-to-back state tournament appearances for the first time since they won 2 straight state titles in 05 and 06. It's been a great year for Panther basketball already. They won the Saline Invitational Championship in January, won the WAC for the first time since 2020 with a perfect 8-0 record, a championship that was clinched Friday in Hayes with a 66-32 win over Hayes on the road, their first win in Hayes since 2017, and the first time Hayes has ever lost on their home court with a running clock. And Great Bend taking care of business early in this one. They scored the first 15 points of the game. Hayes got within 10 at 15-5, and that was the last time they would see the Great Bend Panthers' taillights. Panthers led 21-7 at the end of the first quarter, 34-18 at halftime, and made it 60-30 for the running clock early in the fourth quarter. Great Bend shot 74% from the field, and included in that was 7 of 10 from three-point land. They had 40 points in the paint. They out-rebounded Hayes 22-16. They only had 5 turnovers. Yeah, pretty dominating performance, and they held Hayes to just 25% shooting and 1 of 10 on threes. Tonight they host Goddard-Eisenhower for the first time ever here at the Fieldhouse. Now, these two teams have met only twice in history, and both came in the 5A Substate, and both games were played at Eisenhower, with the Tigers winning 66-35 in 2016, and then a year later ended the Panthers season in a 71-36 round. They come in with just 6 wins on the season. Here are their wins. They beat Hayesville Campus back in January, knocked off crosstown rival Goddard by 21. That was on January 10th. They also have a win over Sumner Academy and 2 wins over Ark City, who brought up the back end to 5A West. They're at home tonight. They didn't even make the postseason in 5A, and they also have a win over Salina Central, a team we know a lot about from the semifinals at the SIT, 46-41. They do come in. They've won 2 of their last 4 games. They are coached by Steve Blue. He is in his 14th season. He's the all-time winningest coach. He's also the only coach that they've had at Goddard-Eisenhower. How about that? He's led them to the state tournament 5 times in 2012, 2014, 16, 17, and 18. The only time they won their first-round game, 2017, when they lost in the semifinals. Caught up with Coach Blue before the game and asked him how the season's gone, maybe compared to his expectations going into the year.
You know, we had some pretty high expectations. You know, we had a lot of guys coming back. You know, we haven't been healthy very much this season. You know, our top returning player, Pierce Blue, has missed several games throughout the season due to sickness. But, we're back finally healthy. We've been playing well the last couple of weeks. The results haven't been shown it, but we've been getting closer and closer to being the team I thought we could be. But this is going to be a huge test. This is going to be the most physical team, the biggest team, and, it's going to be a good test for us tonight.
Where's Pierce at right now? How long has he been back, and is he feeling pretty good right now?
Last week he was back for the full week. He's feeling good. He's feeling very healthy. He's had a good couple of days of practice. This is the longest he's been without a fever over 100 this season, so he's feeling good.
Okay, tell me about your point guard in Cohen Ho.
Cohen's been playing really well. He's struggled shooting the ball a little bit of late, but he's kind of the head of our defense. Can really contain the point guard. And, he rebounds well from the guard position. We're going to need him to really hit the boards tonight for us.
Okay, just watch your team on video. I would think Derek Morgan's kind of like your lunch pail guy. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah, he's definitely our blue-collar guy. Goes to work every day, and he plays so hard. I know his stats don't always fill up the stat sheet, but he does a lot of little things. Rebounds for us. Our best post defender, which we're going to need big time tonight. And, he does a lot of little things. As an all-state quarterback, he's a great leader for us, and, he's someone that we really have been counting on all season to lead us.
Okay, Coach, some things that you want to see early that give you an indication that maybe it'll be a good night for you.
We've got to rebound. I watching Great Bend on film, they're one of the best rebounding teams, especially on the offensive glass I've seen. We've got to be able to box out, and then, if we can get some shots, some good, easy buckets in transition, get up and down the court, because we have struggled to score the ball at times. If we get into a half-court game, I like it for our defensive end, but not always for the offensive end. So, we've got to get some easy buckets in transition and control the glass. We control the glass. We've got a great opportunity to win tonight.
Steve Blue, head coach of Goddard-Eisenhower. Welcome back to Panther Fieldhouse. Mike Marzoff, here we go. 18-2, but it doesn't matter now. You don't want to lose any more the rest of the season.
No, they've got themselves in a position they want to be. They're 18-2. They're hosting. They get to play 2 games at home as long as they win. So that part's done. Now you just got to go win. And as you mentioned, Goddard-Eisenhower, probably better than their record shows. I know that you talked about Pierce Blue missing some games. He didn't play from January 17th to February 4th. So that was a long stretch in there. He missed several games, including that mid-season tournament. But, he likes to get the ball. He likes to push it up floor. He likes to look down court and maybe start a break. So they got to be careful on that end. Great Bend usually pretty good at getting back. The one thing this team does, they shoot 16 threes a game and they only make about 4. So that's 12 misses a game that Great Bend is going to try to push that ball down the court. Goddard does try to have a safety back, but I don't think one person can stop the Great Bend break. They'd have to get a second person back in order to stop that break. So that could be a key to this basketball game tonight, Steve.
Okay, coming off that win at Hayes, and we kind of talked about it too on the way home on Friday night, was how good Cooper Omont is looking right now, as he's got those 3 games to get kind of his legs back under him, get integrated back, but he played really, really well on Friday.
I think just you and I talking when he come back, we wanted at least 3 games because that would give him time to get back into the transition, let the team get with him, and he looked really good Friday night. Early in the year, he was the point guard. Now they've kind of taken some responsibility away from that. There's about anybody can be the point guard on this team right now. He's definitely one in that mix, but his athletic ability, we haven't seen him play the 1-3-1 a lot since he's got back, but his athletic ability on the bottom side of that 1-3-1, his ability to guard man. I mean, he's guarding a guard. He's 6'2" and athletic, can jump. I would hate for him guarding me on the man-to-man defense, so he brings a lot back to this basketball team. He looked really good Friday night.
All right, it's the Panthers and Tigers of Goddard-Eisenhower. That's pretty cool. Only coach they've ever had.
Yeah, losing his coach in history.
Yeah. That's the half-empty way to look at it there.
Five state tournament appearances, man. That's pretty good.
Our pregame show brought to you by GB Tire, offering tire repair services and quality tires to Great Bend and surrounding areas since 1967. Also tonight, Panthers' first three-pointer. Text in 620-639-6946, 620-639-6WIN. If you're in first, you'll get 1 free meal of your choice from Delgado's Mexican Food Restaurant in Great Bend. Make sure you include your name. Certificates can be picked up at the Eagle Media Center. We'll take a break. We'll come back, get the pregame thoughts of Kyle Cree, listening to Panther basketball on B104.3 The Point, powered by Equity Bank.
GB Tires, the tire experts of Great Bend. GB. Generations of buyers come back time and again. GB. Out in the field, out on the road. GB Tires. service like it's always been. Don't need an appointment, just bring it in. GB Tires, the tire experts of Great Bend.
Chris Ramsey, your shelter insurance agent in Great Bend, is here to make sure you're covered with the right protection at the right price. From auto and home insurance to life, business, farm, and more, Shelter can cover it. Peace of mind is just a phone call away. Give Chris a call, 620-793-9390.
The American Plains Co-op supports all of the students of USD 428 in academics, activities, and athletics. Your hard work pays off, and you represent our community so well. Backing every Panther every day, the American Plains Co-op.
Panther pride lives here. B1043, The Point.
Welcome back to Panther Fieldhouse. Steve Webster along with head coach Kyle Cree. It's first round of Substate tonight at the Panther Fieldhouse. The Panthers taking on Goddard-Eisenhower. All right back to work. Now the game's a count, one and done. Here we go. But what a way to head to postseason coming off Hayes on Friday night.
Yeah, that was a complete game. Super proud of our guys. And I mean that's about it. I mean, just proud of their effort, proud of their focus. So we got to have that same mentality tonight and Saturday night.
Okay. Tell me about Goddard-Eisenhower. What stands out for them when you watch them on video?
Yeah, I mean, the blue kid, he's a stud. I think he's been injured a little bit here, so that they haven't been full strength for, I don't know exactly, probably 4 to 6 games. So there's some film without him. But he's good. I mean, I compare him to Dirk that played for the Mavs forever, so that's kind of what we talked about this week. He's got a quick trigger from the outside, smooth jump shot, and everything kind of goes through him.
So where does he live, both inside and outside?
Yeah, I mean, he's 6'5", but I'd probably say that he probably prefers to be on the perimeter, which we kind of like. I think in all the points that we saw him score, I mean, if he's inside, he's probably scoring off the drive. He's not necessarily going to back somebody down and go to work on the block. Then their guard, number 0, he can shoot it. I think there's times when he kind of shoots a step back to his left where he travels some, so that's something that we'll talk to the refs about. But they've got athletes. I mean, I think they're a pretty good football team, and they're definitely capable, and I wouldn't say that they're like your traditional 16 seed.
Okay. Offensively and defensively, some things that you've seen.
A lot of ball screens. They like to set some UCLA like back screens for their point guard. And then they run a few sets for number 21, but for the most part, it's just 4 out, 1 in, setting a lot of ball screens. And then I didn't talk about number 30. He's a kid that comes off the bench. He's probably good enough to be a starter. We just got to defend the ball screens, make sure we're communicating, and then they do a great job of getting offensive boards.
How's your prep gone this week?
Good. I think we've had a really good week. We just have 15 guys in the gym, so just a little bit more room. But our guys, I think our guys are hungry. They're excited for this opportunity, and we have a great group of kids, so it's fun to go to practice every day.
Okay, what's the message to you guys tonight?
I think we've got to set the tone, just make sure that we're playing our basketball, making sure we're playing as fast as we want to play, and make sure we pressure them on defense. So the big thing is making sure that we set the tone.
Okay, good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Kyle Cree with us here on the GB Tire pregame show. Your starters are next from the Panther Fieldhouse on B1043 The Point. Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine is the sports medicine provider for Panther athletics. On the field or off, you can count on them to get your life back. Located at 4801 10th Street in Great Bend, proudly serving the community for over 40 years. Go Panthers!
Plumbing and heating emergencies rarely happen between 9 and 5. That's why the pros at Comfort Pro are available 24/7, 365 to ensure your home stays warm and dry all year long. Comfort Pro is just a phone call away.
GB Tires, the tire experts of Great Bend. GB. Generations of fires come back time and again. GB. Out in the field, out on the road. GB Tires has the names you know, like Bridgestone, Firestone. On GB you can depend. GB. With fast, friendly service like it's always been. Don't need an appointment, just bring it in. GB Tires, the tire experts of Great Bend.
Putting the growl in Panthertown. B1043, The Point.
Welcome back, Panther Fieldhouse. Steve Webster, Mike Marzoff with you. Great Bend getting set to take on the Tigers of Goddard-Eisenhower. The winner of this game will play on Saturday at 5 o'clock. against either Andover Central or Newton. The 8 and 9 matchup tonight at Andover High School. Andover Central's 12 and 8. Newton is 11 and 9. Of course, the Panthers take care of business tonight. They would be right back here on Saturday, late Saturday afternoon, for a chance to go back to the state tournament. Let's break down these teams by the numbers for Goddard-Eisenhower. Just 6 and 14 on the year, but their point differential, not much difference. They average 48 a game. They give up 51. They're shooting 39% from the field. As Mike said, 25% three-point shooting team from the outside. They average 4 3-pointers per ball game. Good free throw shooting team. You don't want to get in a situation where you need them to miss a free throw late in the game. They're hitting 69% as a team, and they turn the ball over 14 times per ball game. For Great Bend, they're outscoring their opponents this year by 20. 65 for Panthers. 45 is what the opponents have scored. And Great Bend on pace to set a school record for field goal percentage in a season. They're hitting 53%. 36% is what opponents are hitting. Panthers have raised their three-point shooting numbers. They're now at 26% as a team. They don't rely on the three for sure. They average 3 per game. 60% from the free throw line. They are plus 11 this year in rebound margin. And, of course, the only 2 games they have lost this season, they were out-rebounded in those 2 games. They forced 14 turnovers a game. The Panthers turning it over only 11 times per ball game, and they average 17 free throw attempts a game. They get to the line, and looking at Goddard-Eisenhower, not very much at all, just under 9.5 trips to the free throw line per game, a pretty low number for Goddard-Eisenhower. Let's go ahead and run down your starting lineups. They're brought to you by the Animal Medical Center. Large or small, they take care of them all. For the Goddard-Eisenhower Tigers, coached by Steve Blue in his 14th season, they will start this way. Cohen Ho is a 6'2 senior. He's their ball handler out front. He averages 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists per ball game. 81% free throw shooter. He's made 21 threes this year, making 24% of those attempts. Caston Cohen, a 5'10 senior. Cohen averaging 4 points and 3 assists per game. Owen Stanberry, a 6-foot junior. He averages 7 points, 2 rebounds a game. Third on the team in three-pointers made with 19. Then Pierce Blue, a 6'5 senior, the coach's nephew. And he's averaging 17 points and 7 rebounds a game, and he is leads the team in three-pointers. He's made 22 this year, and he's hitting 36% from beyond the arc. So despite being 6'5", he's a threat from the perimeter. And Derek Morgan, All-State quarterback, 6'2 senior. He's rugged, and he's tough. He averages 4 points and 5 rebounds per ball game. For the Great Bend Panthers, they are 18-2, coached by Kyle Cree in his 4th season. Kyle now with a coaching record at Great Bend High of 53-33. Ian Premer, 6'6 junior. Ian averaging 24 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. Kyle Cree today saying that he's kind of taken it easy the last couple days in practice, coming back off that injury. Of course, he was really slowed, missed 1 game here at the field house, and then came back against Heston. Wasn't 100%. And he looked % in that 24-point outing at Hayes on Friday night, but he's taking it easy. Should be ready to go full scale tonight. Jacob Hall, 6'2 junior. Jake averaging 13 points, 6 rebounds per ball game, and Jake has made 4 of his last 12 three-pointers. Ben Nicholson, what a year. 12 points, 5 rebounds per ball game, and he has made 8 of his last 13 three-point attempts. He leads the team in three-pointers with 19, hitting 33% on the season. Cooper Omot, 7 points, 3 rebounds a game. Coop is a 6-foot sophomore. He's made 7 three-pointers this year, 28%, and he was 2 for 2 from beyond the arc in the win at Hayes on Friday night. And Dax Minton, we've called him a raccoon this season. We've called him a magician. And we've also called him really good. He's been a key to this Panther success. 5'11 junior, 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists per ball game. And coming off the bench will be Isaiah Reed, the 6'1 senior. Started most of the season, but he will start tonight as the first man off the bench. Great Bend basically uses a 6-man rotation, although Taven Stroop has come in and played some big minutes for this team this year. Taven averaging 2 points and 2 rebounds a game. It's the Great Bend Panthers. They are 18-2 on the season, trying to make it to the championship game on Saturday against the Eisenhower Tigers, who are 6-14. Stay tuned. Opening tip is next on B1043 The Point, powered by Equity Bank.
Barton Community College's natural gas program gives you the skills and training you need to succeed. Current student Easton chose Barton to get him ready for the field.
I chose natural gas because I saw all the different type of hands-on work that they do. The technology is top-notch. Instructors are very knowledgeable of everything. Anybody interested in a career in natural gas, I really encourage them to come here to Barton. My name is Easton Juneau, and I'm a Barton Cougar.
Learn more at naturalgas.bartonccc.edu.
Buy or sell your home with confidence at Coldwell Banker Sell Real Estate. Your home sale experience should be simple and rewarding, and our agents at Coldwell Banker will make that happen for you. Call any of our local agents to help guide you home.
Scott's Welding is proud to support Panther sports. Scott's Welding is fully insured, has certified welders with 24-hour service. For reliable service and community spirit, it's Scott's Welding. Look for the signs west of 10th and Patton Road, Great Bend. Go Panthers!
Community bankers should actually know your community. Hi, I'm Sean Powelson, president of your local Equity Bank. As someone who lives here, I know many of you, and I know what's important to you. I believe that people bank with people, so I'd like to invite you to stop by one of our region's 5 locations and meet our friendly, helpful staff.
The trouble with the future is that it keeps getting closer, which means regardless of your income or goals, it's important to begin developing a plan today. At Edward Jones, they like to look at your individual needs before anything else. Call Todd Armatist, Jim Vopak, Chris Sundahl, Jim Armatist, or Cameron Smith at Edward Jones, Great Bend today.
This is Julie from the Fieldhouse, and we are a proud supporter for the Great Bend Panthers. At the Fieldhouse, we strive to provide space for our athletes to work hard and achieve their goals. Surround yourself with those who want to be great. Join us at the Fieldhouse, where our motto is leadership through athletics. So check us out at fieldhouse.com.
I'm Car Andrews, class of 2035. Empire Realty is a proud supporter of Great Bend High School. When you're ready to buy or sell your home, call Empire Realty. My dad and the Empire team are ready to help you find your next home. Go Panthers!
Proud of our town, proud of our team. B1043, The Point.
Number 2, Cooper.
Just never gets old. Introductions here at Panther Fieldhouse with Kurt Schaub.
And for the Panthers, at guard, a 5'11 junior, number 12, Daxton Minton. For Goddard-Ike Tigers, number 21, Pierce Blue. And for the Panthers, at forward, a 6'6 junior, number 14. Holy cow, folks, that's Ian Reamer. And for Goddard-Ike number 25, Ethan Hall. And for the Panthers, at forward, a 6'2 junior, number 15, Jacob.
There you go, your starting lineups tonight. Great Bend getting set to take on the Eisenhower Tigers. First time they've ever ventured to Great Bend. Panthers went down there for a couple first-round Substate losses. In 16 and 17, that's been a while, Mike.
Yeah, time to do a little payback right here. I think Kyle Crease said it best, come out, establish themselves. I like to call them Mike Tyson. That's what they did at Hayes High. They just come out and they Mike Tyson, the Hayes High ended. You just come out, 90 seconds in, you've knocked them out. That was Tyson thing. Great Bend come out, establish himself right away, get control of this basketball game. You don't want the 16 seed. Who's the better than the 16 seed to hang around?
Our opening tip tonight brought to you by Barton Community College. Get ahead with online or dual credit classes or earn a certificate or associate degree while in high school. Find out more at gobarton.com. All right, Panthers in their home whites tonight with the red numerals, black trim with Panthers across the chest. Eisenhower in their navy uniforms with the light blue numbers and Tigers on their chest. Panthers right to left, Eisenhower from left to right. Battle of cats here tonight at the Fieldhouse. Tip control by Great Bend, and the Panthers will go right to work. It'll be a man-to-man defense for Goddard Eisenhower, and they will switch immediately as blue goes down low, comes out on the perimeter. They drop it low. There's Ian inside. Easy peasy, 2-0 Panthers.
Yeah, you could tell that time their goal was to start right inside to Ian and establish him right away and give him a pillow press on him.
Kind of the same recipe that he got on that quick get out on Hayes on Friday night. Great Bend will open in a man-to-man defense, and Their defense has evolved through the year on what they rely on, what their bread and butter, and here at the end of the year, it's kind of been the man-to-man defense.
Yeah, they will switch quite a bit, but they're able to pick up. They know where the shooter's at and able to get on him. I think this is the third different guy to guard Ho.
Left side. Now here comes Blue down the baseline, floats in, throws it over the rim, no good. Rebound, Ben Nicholson. Panthers want to get it out. Near sideline, Dax Minton scanning down, put on the brakes. Now goes to Ben, out on the right flank, to the corner. Cooper Omott, the Panthers will set up this time. They go to Ian Premer, right above the foul line, to the corner. Jake, a three, no good. Rebound tapped out, but it will be claimed by the Tigers of Goddard-Eisenhower as Connor Ho clears it across that mid-court, that Panther head here at the field house. Wanting to go down low to Blue, doesn't do it. Now to the baseline, back out front, Connor Ho. Got three guys that have hit three-pointers for this team this year, and now Connor Ho called for the traveling violation, a turnover. Great Bend gets it back here. 2-0 Great Bend, a minute and a half into the game.
Yeah, and once again, Ben Nicholson at 6'5" has the point guard. As a point guard, that is a tall task to go get a very mobile and athletic Ben Nicholson.
Everybody can guard everybody else. That's why you can switch things so easily.
Absolutely.
Hayes did hurt the Panthers a little bit by just going downhill on those switches. See how Eisenhower, Dax Minton, a three-ball cash.
Now, that was a recipe they had at Hayes. You know, they collapse on Ian, and Ian's going to toss it right back out for that three-point shot.
Solid start for Great Bend. They've had some huge first quarters this year. Connor Ho, two-handed chest pass, fires it over the left side. Stanberry off a little screen now. One-handed push pass out to Pierce Blue, slams one off the backboard. Such a long rebound that they were able to get it back. And Stanberry's called for a charge. He lowered the shoulder on the Panthers. Dax Minton, first foul going against the Tigers.
Yeah, tough start right now for Eisenhower. 0 for 2 from the field and 2 turnovers, and Great Bend with a chance to not maybe quite Mike Tyson yet, but I'd get off to a big start.
You know, I was telling their team goes down, they know the boogeyman somewhere, especially when Ian Premer's lurking. Jacob Hall plunges down the lane, little floater pass down to Ian Premer, goes up so strong. He missed that one, though. Out of bounds, it will go to Great Bend, or go to Goddard-Eisenhower.
Yeah, had a battle up between 2-3 guys. He just didn't quite get himself in good position with his feet and hands on the balls to get that ball up and in.
Cohen Ho, and they also have Caston Cohen in their starting lineup.
It's going to make you think tonight.
That's a scary proposition, my friend. Scary proposition. 5:21 to go opening quarter. Panthers pitching a shutout so far at 5-0. Cohen drops to the baseline. Derek Morgan whirls and zips it back out front. They whirl it down low, and that's going to be Stanberry. He'll step it out. Owen Stanberry guarded by the 6'5". Ben Nicholson dribbling it, has to give it up. Now back to Pierce Blue. No shot clock in the postseason.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that. They can take their time tonight.
Ho will take a three. Back iron, no good. Ian gets a rebound. Here he comes. Leaves it up far sideline in front of the Panther student section. Ian wants some company over there. Now lobs a pass. It's Cooper Omott. Skip past Jake. Right elbow. Backs it behind the ring at the top. He wants some help. Signals Ben to come over. Ian wants the ball down low. A lot of demanding going on tonight. To the top. Nicholson. A three. Short. Long rebound, but it's taken by Connor Ho, or Cohen Ho, for Goddard-Eisenhower. Entry pass trying to go to Pierce Blue. Slapped out of there by Jacob Hall. And Eisenhower trying to slow things down, look for their best opportunity for an offensive shot. And it's going to be Stanberry, and he banked one in from the top of the key, or just to the right of the top of the key. Stanberry makes it. It's 5-3.
Yeah, Eisenhower needed that shot. Their offensive flow has not been tremendous, and banked it in. It still counts.
Inside, Ian Premer, spin move to the rack. He scores. He just makes it look so easy. How are you going to stop it if you don't double him?
Yeah, you can't stop that. And that was him just taking the ball inside. He's been trying to post up on that left block and get the ball down underneath quickly, but they've been a little slow getting it to him down there.
Panthers stay at a man defense. Now on the wing, that is Cohen. To the top, Morgan. They work it around, swing it to the weak side. Ho tried to penetrate, cut off by Nicholson. He looked for a cutter. Nobody's there. Back to Cohen. driving to baseline, casting Cohen, gives it off. Pierce Blue a three, in and out, won't go. Dax with the rebound, got it to Ian Premer. Bounce pass ahead. Ben Nicholson inside, shot blocked by Pierce Blue. Impressive defensive play. Now Derek Morgan, and we've got a blocking foul on Dax Minton right in front of the Panther bench. Dax wasn't set yet, and that'll be a foul on Minton. First foul of the game for Great Bend. Substitutions coming in, and it is going to be Isaiah Reed for Ian Premer. And a very good player comes off their bench, Mike. Romari Howard, a 6'3 junior.
He's our second leading scorer and very athletic. He can score from a lot of different places on the floor, so that brings one more scoring threat into the game for Eisenhower.
Yeah, averaging 10 points, 5 rebounds a game. And they have Blue and Howard on the same side of the court. Stanberry to the top. Now Pierce Blue again with Jacob Hall on him. Spin dribble. Good job by Jake to not allow the penetration. Ho now a three-point shot. Won't go down. Panthers not getting a lot of breaks off the missed three so far as Goddard Eisenhower getting back in transition defense. Right at the top, Jacob Hall. And Dax now holds the ball. Backdoor cut. Beautiful play to Ben Nicholson. He made the basket, counted, and a foul. You talk about threading the proverbial needle, Mike Marzoff.
Yeah,
that didn't even hit the side.
No, and Dax was watching the whole time. He saw that play developing, and he's just watching, waiting for Ben to get open. And the timing of it to hit him in stride for the basket was the key to that pass right there.
Yeah, nice soft hands, too. That was a good catch by Ben to go up and finish with contact. Foul going against Cohen Ho, and it's a step at 9-3 Panther lead. Panthers' best free throw shooter curls that one in, and it's a 10-3 lead for the Great Bend Panthers.
Yeah, 3 minutes left here in the first half, or first quarter, and the only shot Eisenhower made has been a banked-in three, so they are struggling on the offensive end for sure.
Yeah, they're not getting anything down low to start with. Inside, and that is a shot no good by Howard. Rebound by Ian Premer, who's back into the game. Ian now had it knocked away from behind. Stolen by Cole Adams, who's come into the game for the first time tonight. Stanberry tried to penetrate, cuts it back. Pierce Blue, fall away 15-foot foul line. Pop goes straight down the gutter.
Yeah, not an easy shot, just making that step back fall away shot, but Pierce Blue has shown he's an all-around basketball player. Likes the outside more than the inside, you said, but that's a great shot.
Tigers staying in the man-to-man defense. Ian backcourt cut, and it's knocked away. Good play by Adams down low for Eisenhower, and now they've got a chance to cut into this 5-point lead. It was 10-3 a moment ago. Stanberry backing in on Dax Minton, fell down, lost the basketball, picked up by Cooper Omad. Cooper again glides into that front court, stops, goes to Isaiah, back out to Dax. He'll start the offense. Ian Premer now with Adams on him on the near side. And he's going to draw a double team, goes back weak side. Dax a three, won't go. Rebound snatched out of there. Good box out that time by Eisenhower, and Pierce Blue got the rebound all the way to the other end, cutting inside. That is going to be Romari Howard, and he scored. He saw maybe he had an advantage on Dax Minton as far as height go and took it right at him.
Yeah, I took it right at him. There was no hesitation there. And like I said, he can score from a lot of different places on the floor, and that's one of them.
Timeout taken by Kyle Creed. 10-7. Panthers on top. 1:12 to go opening quarter here at the Fieldhouse. You're listening to Panther Basketball on B104.3 The Point.
The Great Bend Rec Center is a proud sponsor of this Great Bend High broadcast. And whether it be on the gridiron, courts, or the green, they would like to wish all Panther athletes competing this school year good luck. Go Panthers from the Great Bend Rec.
Looking for the best carpet, upholstery, and tile cleaning? Magna-Dry Cleaning Service is your go-to in Great Bend. They also handle water and fire restoration and job site cleanup. For a cleaner, fresher home or business, visit us at 18th and Main. Magna-Dry Cleaning Service, your clean begins here.
Panther pride lives here. B1043, The Point.
Panther Basketball brought to you by Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency, Equity Bank, by Comfort Pro, and by the 10th Street Eye Care Center. Panthers out of the timeout. Usually have a nice play design. We'll see what they get here. Panthers running it to the corner. Cooper Omad. Isaiah Reed trying to post up down there. Ball picked up. Now an entry pass goes low. Knocked away by Romari Howard. And we're going to get a tie ball. And is it a, yes, tie ball. It'll go to Goddard Eisenhower. Certainly the tempo and pace the way the Tigers like it so far, Mike.
Yeah, 3 turnovers very recently by Great Bend Pine in the last couple of minutes, also on the offensive end. So their offense is really slowed down, not able to get the kind of shots they want either. They've had half the shots have been three-point attempts.
Panthers change it up, trapping defense. Here is Blue. Jump shot good from 15, and they're starting to get their sea legs about him right now. A little bit calmer in that half-court set. It's a 1-point game, 5-0 run here by the Tigers.
Yeah, they are definitely getting more comfortable on the offensive end. Great Bend, I think, had a chance maybe to spread that lead out, and now they're going to have to fight for what they need.
Yep, 6-0 run, I should say. It was 10-3. They go inside. Ian Premer goes up and scores. Foul called. They tried to front Ian that time with Blue and then bring some backside help, but that backside help by Cohen Ho was a little bit late.
Yeah, and Ian's been on that left block post up there and not been able to get involved early enough to where the double team's coming over. Like I said, they had 4 3-pointers in their first 9 shots. That's not the Great Bend offense they want. They made one of those 4.
And Ian's free throw right on the money. So Premer off to 7 points. That foul was on Cohen Ho, and their point guard has 2 fouls. So they'll have to put Caston Cohen running at the point. 3-2 zone by the Panthers. Long 3, got it. That was way out there by Pierce Blue. That's 3-pointer number 23 on the season. Not hesitating. At the other end, Isaiah Reed scored. Good look by Jacob Hall. Isaiah was standing down there all by his lonesome and found him, and that is the end of the first quarter. Our score from the Fieldhouse, 5A Substate. Great Bend 15 and Goddard-Eisenhower 12. Panther basketball right here on B1043, The Point, powered by Equity Bank.
Freedom Claims Management Incorporated proudly supports Great Bend Panther sports. Let the experience and dedicated staff at FCMI customize the health insurance plan that fits your business needs. Whether you're a large corporation or small business on Main Street, Freedom Claims Management Incorporated has you covered.
Advanced Truck and Diesel is proud to sponsor this Great Bend High Panther broadcast. Good luck to all the Panthers competing this fall. Work hard, represent our community well, and remember, at Advanced Truck and Diesel, we swing the big wrenches.
Rosenberg Family Dentistry, proud supporters of Great Bend Panther Sports, provides top-notch dental care with advanced technology and expert training in implants and laser dentistry. Your smile is their priority. Rosenberg Family Dentistry. Get more out of life with a great smile.
The portal for Panther pride. B1043, The Point.
Panthers leading Goddard-Eisenhower 15-12. Michael Marzoff, some early numbers.
Yeah, Great Bend so far has hit 6 of their first 11 shots, just 1 of 4 from 3. That's been a problem. Eisenhower come out and missed. They just won their first 7, but they hit their last 4 shots from the field, so they're definitely getting in the flow offensively right now.
How many 3-point shots have they taken so far?
Eisenhower has taken 6 out of 11, and they've hit 2.
All right, Panthers again in the home whites get the basketball first. Ian Premer just to be on the foul line. Jacob Hall, they run that little twist off the top. Jake's shot, no good. Rebound, another rebound, taken away by Goddard-Eisenhower. Caston Cohen. So Ho remains on the bench with those 2 fouls. And bringing it out front now is going to be Cole Adams, a 6-foot senior, left wing. Another 3-ball swish over there by Caston Cohen. And we've got a tie ball game, Mike Marzoff.
Yeah, the recipe for Eisenhower to pull the upset was going to be they were going to have to knock down those 3-point shots, only shoot 25%. And after a rough start, they're finding their flow.
Yeah, and cutting Dax Minton shot blocked by Pierce Blue. And now Goddard-Eisenhower the chance for their first lead of the game. They fell behind out of the chute, 10-3. Stanberry to Cohen. Adams out top. He'll play perimeter catch now. Watch. Show some guys that can shoot the 3. Dax Minton knocking it away. And Dax nearly got a steal, but Pierce Blue came back to get it. Adams on the left wing. Pierce Blue dropped it low, and Derek Morgan threw his hands and out of bounds, and they're going to give that to Goddard-Eisenhower. Substitution, Ben Nicholson is in. Isaiah Reed is out. Panther starters back out there with Ian, Dax, Jake Nicholson, and Cooper Omot.
Yeah, right now defensively, Great Bend struggling. 5 straight makes by Eisenhower, including those couple threes. You got to keep your eye on Blue.
Pierce Blue, another 3. That skids long. Rebound, Jacob Hall. See the Panthers can make him pay for those missed 3-pointers. But again, Goddard-Eisenhower gets back nicely on defense. Dax looking in for Ian, getting pushed in the back underneath. Here's a quick pass. down low, too high. Ian couldn't handle it. Stolen away. Now Pierce Blue driving to the other end. Layup good. Foul is called on Ben Nicholson. And it's a basket and one, and Eisenhower with their first lead of the ball game.
Yeah, that's him on the offensive end. The pass, Ian was open underneath, but the pass got tipped out front and wasn't able to get to him, and that set up Eisenhower going the other way quickly. They do like to push them if they get their opportunities.
And this is a very good free throw shooting team, 69% as a team, and Pierce Blue has 8 points to start things here tonight, and the Panthers are down by 3, 18-15. Minton out on the right side looking to lob low, now off a little bit of a screen, Ian Premer. And Ian's going to take a three-point shot, no good, and Eisenhower with the rebound.
Yeah, again, not the shots Great Bend wants. I think they're taking too many three-point shots right now on the offensive end.
Casting Cohen, they're doing this without their point guard out on the floor right now for Goddard-Eisenhower. Stanberry over to the left side. Adams has it. Derek Morgan between the circles. They drop it low. Casting Cohen trying to go inside on Cooper Omot. Can't do it. Stanberry will back it back outside. Very deliberate, and they can now. They've got a three-point lead. Play their basketball at this point in the ball game. Casting Cohen got it down low. Derek Morgan off a screen. Pierce Blue cut off by Premer. Fall away 12-foot J. Doesn't go down. Ben Nicholson had it in his hands, and then it goes out of bounds. And another long possession coming up here for Goddard-Eisenhower.
Yeah, those are the kind of shots Great Bend wants Pierce Blue doing. He spun a couple times and faded away from about 15 feet, and a very, very difficult shot. You mentioned Cohen on the bench. He's our second leading three-point shooter, so they're doing this, you mentioned, without him.
Pierce Blue now will draw the defensive assignment by Jacob Hall. Turner Trudeau is into the game for the first time. Trudeau is a 6-foot junior, averaging 1 point, 1 rebound a game. And nice move, Pierce Blue. Tough shot behind the backboard. Too long. Rebound. Trudeau got it and scored on the offensive rebound.
Yeah, that's something we're not seeing happen to Great Bend a lot. Offensive rebound putbacks. Right now, the Panthers are getting out rebound in this basketball game by about 3. That doesn't happen often.
No, an 8-0 run. Ian backing down. Strong to the glass. He scored. Well, that ends that 8-0 run anyway. It's 20-17. See if the Panthers can do something here in the last 4:44 of the half. Goddard-Eisenhower, Ark Valley Chisholm Trail 2. They finished just ahead. Up the left side, Cohen, 3-ball, got it. That was Stanberry. Owen Stanberry. So everybody getting in on the fun. That's Stanberry's second three-pointer of the game, 23-17. Panthers wild pass. Dax Minton throwing over the top of Ian Premer.
Yeah, Ian's post up that left block. You need to get the ball to the left side and enter from there instead of trying to go from the top of the key over at a bad angle even to try to get the ball to Ian. They need to get the ball inside to Ian, but they need to get it from the right angle to get it in there.
Head coach Steve Blue said that was the recipe. We've got to rebound with this team and defend inside. They're doing that so far in the game.
Yeah, Great Bend with 0 offensive rebounds right now.
Wow, Turner Trudeau. 2, Cole Adams out on the right wing. Ian Premer coming out to check the perimeter. Panthers had an early 10-3 lead. Foul line pop in and out that time by Pierce Blue. That was a good look. Great Bend clears the timeline with Dax Minton looking to the right. Comes back. Premer has it. Hands off Ben Nicholson. They whirl it inside, and another pass. Air mailed out of bounds.
Yeah, 6 turnovers from Great Bend to get the same pass. It's not a good angle to try to get that ball in from. The last 2 times down, Great Bend from about the right up above the key trying to get the ball that left block.
An ominous start here in this game for the Panthers. Romari Howard has come back into the lineup for Goddard-Eisenhower. And a near steal, Ian Premer trying to get it, still trying to get it. Now he finally does get it. Coming down on Stanberry, leans inside, hit the shot, and he's fouled. You talk about determination by Big 1-4. My goodness, he'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
Exactly the word I was going to use, Steve. He was not going to be denied on that one. Twice he got it. Got a push, got a third time. Finally he picked it up. As he picks it up, 2 more guys get in his way, and he just bowls his way to the basket and scores. Huge play for Great Bend right there.
Yeah, it was. See that settle him down a little bit, and then Ian shot an air ball on the free throw.
We've seen that before.
19-23. or 23-19 is a more popular way to describe a lead in high school basketball. And that's what Goddard-Eisenhower has right now. Stanberry, Dax Minton right up in his grill now on the perimeter. Nice little crossover dribble. Comes down, gives it up to the corner. Trudeau off a screen. He'll pump it back out front. Adams now crossover at the free throw line. All the way down on Ian Premer. Wild shot put up, but Romari Taylor got it, or Romari Howard, and he scored.
Yeah, 4 offensive rebounds now for Eisenhower, and a couple of those have been putbacks by Romari Howard.
Great Bend down by 6, and they're getting out rebounded. You know what that means? That's not a good sign. 25-19. Dax point to wing. Jacob Hall plows his way down the lane. He missed a short bank shot. He got inside Stanberry but couldn't finish. 2:33 to go, and the Panthers are down by 6.
Yeah, that time they approached in the right angle, and they had Ian guarded, so Jacob took the ball to the hole just like he should. He just did not finish. That was a pretty good offensive series right there from Great Bend, actually.
Long 3, Stanberry, bullseye.
Well, who'd have thought that? He is on fire tonight.
3 threes, and don't look now, but Goddard-Eisenhower is leading by 9 points, 28-19. Timeout, Great Bend. Circle the wagons, boys. Getting attacked. 28-19. We'll be back. You're listening to Panther Basketball on B1043, The Point, powered by Equity Bank.
Delgado's Mexican Restaurant, 10th and Stone Street, is a proud supporter of Great Bend High School Panthers. Delgado's open for lunch 11 to 1:30 and dinner from 5 to 8 Monday through Friday. And for catering, give them a call and taco about it. Delgado's.
Sprain your ankle? Might need stitches? Experts at the University of Kansas Health System's Convenient Care Walk-In Clinic at St. Rose Medical Pavilion can treat your minor issues and illnesses. Open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. weekdays and 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. weekends to care for you. No appointment necessary.
Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency is proud to support this Panther broadcast. If you are looking for residential, commercial, or farm properties, turn to Keller Real Estate and Insurance Agency, 1101 Williams in Great Bend.
It's Panther Basketball on B1043, The Point.
2:08 to go in the first half. Great Bend jumped out to a 10-3 lead. Mike Marzoff since then have been outscored 25-9.
Yeah, and the recipe to beat Great Bend tonight for Eisenhower is going to be to knock down those threes that they only make 4 a game on average, and then be able to rebound with the Panthers. So far, so good for Eisenhower.
Boy, Great Bend needs to carve into this lead a little bit before the first half. This might be a good start. Down to Ian Premer. Double team comes down to the corner. Big shot by Cooper Omott. In and out, will not go. And again, an offensive or defensive rebound by the Lions. No look pass down low. Derek Morgan. Shot blocked by Taven Stroop, but he couldn't contain it or hang on to it, and it goes out of bounds. I thought he was going to be able to control that, Mike, after the block.
Yeah, he elevated really well, timed it perfectly, too, and got the block. And just couldn't grab it on the way down. He grabbed it, then landed, and it bounced out of bounds.
1:48 to go. Panthers are down by 9 here in this first half and 5 seconds. So there's a start maybe here. Make a little spurt at the end of the first half and get back in this game a little bit.
Yeah, the crowd trying to rise the troops just a little bit now. The student section getting a little bit louder, looking to get something going. A Great Bend basket here may get them fired up.
Boy, Eisenhower doing this a man-to-man defense too. Ian Premer, top of the key 3. Pow. Oh, thank you, Lord. They needed that one.
Yeah, maybe again not the shot they wanted, but you know, anytime Ian's putting the ball up, you're not feeling too bad.
Yeah, kind of just dribbling around out there. He had good rhythm on it, so he knocked it in 28-22.
They were
Adams
definitely
on
there.
the right wing. Adams drives just under the foul line. Thought about triggering, doesn't. And Romari Howard put up the 3 and missed it by a mile to the left. All right, so Great Bend basketball now. We're kind of talking about Romari Howard, and he's not shy about putting the shots up.
No, but I think Great Bend will let him shoot that shot.
Yes. I don't know the way they've been making him tonight. I expected that one to go in.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
All right, Cooper Omott stopped, hands it off. Ben Nicholson trying to back in, scoops it back. Dax, Premer, couple dribbles, and in near turnover on that handoff. But Coop picked it back up. Omott down the lane to the hole. He scores.
Yeah, he got turned downhill, and that time didn't elevate so good, but just a little floater down the lane, and Great Bend now making a little comeback. They needed this very much for halftime.
28-24. Pierce Blue starts the offense. Their 6'5 senior's been in and out of the lineup all year with sickness. He's holding it now. Ramari Taylor underneath the basket, hurls it out front. Adams comes down the lane. He puts one up and scores. Kind of just pushed it with one hand, and it goes down.
Yeah, I don't even know if I'd call that a floater. I think you almost shot it from his chest.
7 different Lions have scored in this first half for Goddard. That ended that run by the Panthers. 6-point lead. Cooper Omont now. 25 seconds to go. E in a corner 3 ball. Well short. Rebound. Another one and done by the Panthers, and they want to run it. Ramari Howard ahead Derek Morgan. He can't run it down, so the Great Bend Panthers will get it here with 15 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, time for one last shot. Get this down to either a 3 or a 4-point basketball game at halftime. And, boy, after that tough stretch, you'd have to feel pretty good as your Great Bend Panther right now if you can get it down to 3 or 4 points.
All right, ball rolls across the midcourt line. Picked up now. Ben Nicholson inside Ian Premer. That's where you want him to get the basketball, and he muscles it up and goes right around Ramari Howard and scores. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and Ramari Howard puts it up at the buzzer and scores. Why not? It's a half it's been. Ramari Howard scores at the end of the first half, and the Lions will go to the locker room with a 6-point lead. Our score at the break, Eisenhower 32, Great Bend 26. Stay with us. Halftime begins after this timeout on B1043, The Point, powered by Equity Bank.
Dom Pipe Testing is proud to bring you live coverage of Panther sports. Dom Pipe Testing provides hot oil or steaming hydro testing and rat testing services in oil field and beyond. For quick, reliable service, call Dom Pipe Testing and go Panthers.
Service from people you know, quality products and professional installation. That's Kern Floor Service. Stop by Kern Floor Service and browse through the different selections of flooring from laminate to vinyl, carpet, wood, and ceramic tile. Kern Floor Service, 908 Coolidge in Great Bend.
The future is bright. See it clearly with the help of the 10th Street Eye Care Center. Dr. Russell McCauley, Dr. Chad Premer, Dr. Nicole Miller, and Dr. Sarah Steeder are ready to help you. The 10th Street Eye Care Center on the sunny side of the Vision Corner, 10th and Washington, Great Bend.
Great Bend Ready Mix has been serving Central and Western Kansas since 1979. Their concrete pumping trucks are ready for a job of any size. Just north of the tracks on South Washington. Every solid foundation starts with a call to Great Bend Ready Mix. Find out more at greatbendreadymix.com.
I'm Chance Haney. For over 40 years, Mitchell K. Haney & Associates has been your trusted partner in Great Bend for comprehensive employee benefits. Medical, dental, vision, life insurance, and Aflac coverage. Call us today to protect your team and their families. Go Panthers.
This is Nathan at GB Tarp Company. We specialize in roll tarps, camper skirts, and custom solutions tailored for your needs. Durable, reliable, made to last. When your tarp wears out, give us a shout. GB Tarp Company, carrying genuine Sherco parts and accessories. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, or at gbtarpcompany.com.
The Panthers play here on B1043, The Point.
Our halftime show tonight brought to you by Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, Panther Strong and Great Bend Strong. Welcome back to the Panther Fieldhouse. Great Bend, #1 seed in 5A West, taking on the 16 seed here in this opening round. And it's a 16 seed that is on top in this game, 32-26. Great Bend got off to a solid start. They led 5-0, led 10-3, but then the first of 3 runs by Eisenhower got them back within 1. It was 10-9 on a 6-0 run. Panthers led 15-12 at the end of the first quarter, and then Eisenhower hit him with an 8-0 run to take a 20-15 lead. They would increase that lead to as many as 9, 28-19, and that capped what turned out to be a 25-9 run by Goddard Eisenhower. Panthers closed within 4 with a 5-0 run. Got it down to 4 right before the end of the first half, 30-26. But then Ramari Howard going to the other end, hit a shot right at the buzzer from the mid-lane area, and that gives the Tigers this 32-26 lead. And Mike Marzoff, all the things are there we've seen in the 2 losses this year. Don't want to be Mr. Debbie Downer, but man, that looks like Heston the other night.
Yeah, they're able to control the tempo.
Yeah.
They're able to win the battle on the boards, and they're able to make Great Bend probably take more 3-point shots than they want to. So those are the 3 things that they need to worry about. Great Bend does, and Eisenhower's doing exactly what they want. They're very happy right now.
And they've got to be really happy, too, when their starting point guard, Cohen Ho, went out with 2 fouls. He didn't return in the first half, and he'll come back second half still with 2 fouls. But they have 10 points players off their bench.
Yeah, and we knew Amari Howard could bring it off the bench. He averages 10 a game, but I think some other contributions. But I think Owen Stansberry, the three-pointers he's knocked down, has probably been the main difference in this basketball game so far.
Yeah, he's got 3 of them here at halftime. We'll take a break, look at your first half numbers after this here on the Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management halftime show on B1043 The Point.
Ready to tackle that big project? Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management is your rock-solid partner in demolition and hauling. Right now, you can rent roll-off containers at a groundbreaking low price. Cleanup's a breeze. Fill it, and they'll take care of the rest. Plus, they can deliver more than 50 types of rock and sand right to you. Transform your space with just a call. Visit StoneSandCompany.com for inspiring before and afters. Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, 421 Washington in Great Bend. Building your dreams from the ground up.
Chris Ramsey, your shelter insurance agent in Great Bend, is here to make sure you're covered with the right protection at the right price. From auto and home insurance to life, business, farm, and more, Shelter can cover it. Peace of mind is just a phone call away. Give Chris a call, 620-793-9390.
The American Plains Co-op supports all of the students of USD 428 in academics, activities, and athletics. Your hard work pays off, and you represent our community so well. Backing every Panther every day, the American Plains Co-op.
The home for Panthers sports. B1043, The Point.
First half numbers brought to you by Dr. Chad Omot, where they remind you that everyone's smile is unique and what matters most is how you feel about it. At halftime, Goddard-Eisenhower leading 32-26. Here's how the scoring went. Great Bend got 16 from Ian Premer, but no one else has more than 3 at the break. Ben Nicholson, Dax Minton with 3. Cooper Omot and Isaiah Reed with 2. Jacob Hall scoreless in that first half, along with Taven Stroop. For Goddard-Eisenhower, they're led by Owen Stanberry, had the 3 3-pointers. He has 9. Pierce Blue with 8 in the first half. Ramari Howard off the bench with 6. And Caston Cohen, their 5'10 senior guard, 1 basket. It was a 3-pointer. Cole Adams, Turner Trudeau, each with 2. Derek Morgan played but did not score, as did Cohen Ho, their point guard, who picked up those 2 early fouls. He averages 8 a game. He did not score in that first half. Mike, give me the rest of the numbers.
Yeah, numbers that basically painted the Great Bend upset, as we've seen here before. Goddard-Eisenhower, 13 of 26 from the field, 5 of 11 on threes. They hit just one of their first 4 threes, so they've hit 4 of the last 7 on 3-point shots. 6 turnovers for each team. Great Bend, 11 of 22, but 2 of 7 on 3. So if they get the ball inside the paint, they are 9 of 15, which they do quite often. But here's another big thing. No offensive rebounds for Great Bend in that first half. Eisenhower with 4. They are out rebounding Great Bend right now, 14-8, almost doubling the rebound total. Great Bend 8 rebounds at halftime.
Hardly no points in transition either for the Panthers.
No second chance points, no points in transition. I don't think they got an inbounds point either.
No,
and those are where Great Bend scores a lot. So the recipe's there so far at halftime for the upset for the Tigers.
Great Bend 18-2. Eisenhower is 6-14. It's like,
yeah, and their best wins
feel
over
cold.
Central. Yeah. I mean, they've got 3 wins over teams with 2 wins. Twice over Arc City. I think Campus they beat earlier this year with 2 wins. So, not a team you expect to maybe come in here and do what they're doing tonight. But again, they're averaging making 4 of 16 threes a game. They are 5 of 11 at halftime. That is a big difference right now.
And the rebound
margin. And the 14-8
Yeah,
rebound margin.
yeah.
Absolutely.
14-8 rebound margin is a thing to look at. All right, we'll have basketball for you tomorrow night. Great Bend Lady Panthers will finally get that game in at Hayes, I guess.
Well, let's see, we started Tuesday at 7, went Tuesday to 6, then we went to Thursday at 7, now Thursday at 6. It's at 4 different start times.
Okay, so that means the winner of that game tomorrow will have to play on Friday, and they will go against Hutchinson, who won their game last night. So Hutchinson awaits the winner of that game tomorrow night in Hayes. We'll have it for you starting with the GB Tire pregame show at 5:45. And, boy, you want to see the Panthers get something going quickly here in the second half, and hopefully you do it with their defense. That's where they've been able to generate, get some tempo, and pull away from teams games this season.
Yeah, they give up just like 40-some points a game, right? And they've already given up 32 at halftime. So 45 points a game they give up, 32 by Goddard already at halftime. So the defense end is not working. Offensively, they need to get the ball inside. If they can get that three-pointer up inside, kick them back out like they did at Hayes, then they got a good chance of winning. Tonight, they're not doing that. They did that early with Dax Minton. I don't think any other time they've had the ball go inside, back out for that three-point shot.
Our halftime show brought to you by Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management. Panthers strong and Great Bend strong. Second half coming your way next on B1043 The Point. It's all powered by Equity Bank.
Ready to tackle that big project? Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management is your rock-solid partner in demolition and hauling. Right now, you can rent roll-off containers at a groundbreaking low price. Clean up's a breeze. Fill it, and they'll take care of the rest. Plus, they can deliver more than 50 types of rock and sand right to you. Transform your space with just a call. Visit StoneSandCompany.com for inspiring before and afters. Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, 421 Washington in Great Bend. Building your dreams from the ground up.
Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine is a sports medicine provider for Panther athletics. On the field or off, you can count on them to get your life back. Located at 4801 10th Street in Great Bend, proudly serving the community for over 40 years. Go Panthers!
Plumbing and heating emergencies rarely happen between 9 and 5. That's why the pros at Comfort Pro are available 24/7, 365 to ensure your home stays warm and dry all year long. Comfort Pro is just a phone call away.
Panther pride lives here. B1043, The Point.
Can't stub your toe now. It's postseason. We get set for the second half. Goddard Eisenhower in those navy blue uniforms with the light blue numbers. And they move from right to left. Panthers in their home white from left to right. And Ho is back in to start the second half at the point guard. Pierce blue, back to Ho. He'll rotate it left wing. They clear it out on that side. Wing to point pass. Stanberry had those 3 threes in the first half, guarded by Cooper Omot. Panthers really trying to crank up the man-to-man defense here to start the second half. But already 20 seconds run off the clock. Stumbling out front is Caston Cohen. No call. He was able to get rid of it. Back to Cohen Ho. And here's a steal knocked away by Jacob Hall. Picked up by Cooper Omot. Cooper comes down, no-look pass, finds Dak Minton. Pause. Now defense comes to him. Ben Nicholson to Jacob Hall. No points in that first half by Jake. Ian Premer dives down the lane, spin move inside, missed it, goes up, and he did not tip it in. If he would have, his hand would have been in the cylinder. He didn't touch it, and that was determined effort.
So I'm not going to give him an offensive rebound?
No. Here's a three by Cohen. Missed badly. Rebound taken away. Omot has it. Dax skips across that midcourt line right in front of Kyle Cree. Ben Nicholson in the corner. Cross-court pass. Caught by Omot down low, and it goes out of bounds. Ben Nicholson stumbling forward, and a turnover by the Panthers. And Isaiah Reed will check into the Panthers lineup.
Yeah, there was some juice on that pass right there. Let me tell you, that come buzzing in there. I think Ben maybe hurt his ankle just a little bit on that one, so maybe that's why he wasn't able to keep his balance and catch that ball. But Great Bend is going to pressure them full court right now.
Okay, he'll go to the bench with head mechanic. And a foul call down here on Dax Minton in the backcourt. That's going to be Dak's second foul. So,
yeah, good call that time. They gave in putting all the pressure they can right now. You'll give a foul here and there as long as you don't get in foul trouble to pressure Eisenhower.
Boy, you just felt like, they're coming down and going to get another bucket. Here we go. But then they didn't get it, and now it's back to this methodical offense by Goddard Eisenhower. 5 count. There it is. No, they said he traveled with it. Panthers have turned up the intensity on the man-to-man defense right now.
Yeah, I think that was probably one of the keys at halftime. We talked about they need to do something different defensively. They stay in the same defense, but they've really picked up the intensity on the defense.
Kevin Sapezi is working on Ben Nicholson, out of sight right now, down in the band area on the west side of the gymnasium. Here comes Cooper Omot right above the foul line. Ian Premer on the left wing. Pierce Blue on him. Jacob Hall now probing inside and bad pass. Panthers got it back though, and then they threw it right back away as the pass was too high, and Cohen Ho with it for Eisenhower. Some strange passes here tonight. Ho, ball stops right at the foul line. Stanberry. Panthers switching just a little bit out there. Now Blue has it. They Go back weak side. Stanberry got around Jacob Hall inside, stripped away, knocked free, and stolen by Isaiah Reed. Well, no points scored by Eisenhower here in the second half, but the Panthers have only 2 to show for it here in the first 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, 3 turnovers and 1 shot right now for Eisenhower to start this second half.
Isaiah, pull up 18-footer, swish. There you go. That was nothing but bottoms right there for Isaiah Reed, and the lead is 4. And Romari Howard will come into the game for Eisenhower, and the Tigers take a timeout. 5:34 to go here in quarter number 3. Great Bend is crawled within 2. 32-30 on B1043, The Point.
Buy or sell your home with confidence at Coldwell Banker Sell Real Estate. Your home sale experience should be simple and rewarding, and our agents at Coldwell Banker will make that happen for you. Call any of our local agents to help guide you home.
Scott's Welding is proud to support Panther sports. Scott's Welding is fully insured, has certified welders with 24-hour service. For reliable service and community spirit, it's Scott's Welding. Look for the signs west of 10th and Patton Road, Great Bend. Go Panthers!
Community bankers should actually know your community. Hi, I'm Sean Powson, president of your local Equity Bank. As someone who lives here, I know many of you, and I know what's important to you. I believe that people bank with people, so I'd like to invite you to stop by one of our region's 5 locations and meet our friendly, helpful staff.
Putting the growl in Panthertown. B1043, The Point.
Panther basketball brought to you by Great Bend Rec, University of Kansas Health System, Edward Jones, and by Scott's Welding Service. Great Bend within 2 after trailing by as many as 9 in the first half. 5:31 to go, third quarter. Cohen Ho. Panthers have really cranked up that defense here in the second half, and they get underneath Romari Howard. Beautiful entry pass by Caston Cohen, and Howard is able to lay it in. He has 8 and the lead back up to 4.
Yeah, I got to pay attention to him on the offensive end definitely right now. 3, well, actually,
Isaiah Reed driving inside, floats one up, missed badly, slides long, rebound out of there. With it is Derek Morgan.
First miss for the Panthers. Like Stanberry's out right now.
They zip it down low. Howard has it, nearly traveled with it. Ball pushed back outside to Ho. Another man comes into the lane. That's Derek Morgan. Lowers his shoulder, leans inside, and they're going to call a block on the Panthers. Dax Minton, after looked like Morgan lowered his shoulder, and they're counting the basket as well. And that's 3 fouls on Dax Minton.
And a delayed call on top of that. The ball had already gone through the basket before that official actually called that foul. And that's 3 on Dax. It looks like he had position.
How about the answer by Goddard Eisenhower?
Yep.
They came back out of the timeout, had a set place called up by Steve Blue. And they've got the 7-point lead back. Again, you don't want to send this team to the foul line.
No. Almost 70, like 75, 76%.
Well, they're 69. That's still quite good. Boy, you get it within 2, and now all of a sudden it's back up to a 7-point lead, 37-30, 4:48 to go, third quarter.
Yeah, Nicholson is back in. Looks maybe something with the thigh or something.
Yeah, he's grimacing just a little bit. Taven Stroop has come into the game with Dax with 3 fouls. Here comes Cooper Omott, stumbled over his own teammate, I think maybe Stroop, and a loose basketball picked up by Ho. And a big opportunity here for the Tigers of Goddard Eisenhower. Ball knocked free. Howard lost it, but it comes right back to Blue in the corner. A 3. No good this time. Missing by Stanberry. Great Bend got the rebound. Woo!
Yeah, that was close to being a 9-point lead once again and match their biggest of the game.
Ian Premer trying to get inside. Whirled it low. There's Jacob Hall. Scores! There's your basket for the first time tonight by Jacob Hall, and a good pass by Ian Premer. 36-32.
Yeah,
I thought there's 37-32.
Yeah, it should be 37. Don't take away the credit of that catch. That was a BB Ian threw down to Jacob. And it was down around his waist when he caught it.
Yeah, they still have 36-32 on the scoreboard, but Derek Morgan completed a 3-point play.
Yeah, they have 5 points this half, yeah.
Pierce Blue on the left side. Caston Cohen, wing to point pass. Morgan holding it up outside. They drop it low. Ho now working against Ben Nicholson to the top. Morgan drives to the foul line. And Romari Taylor spin move, 14-footer, bullseye. He's been on fire tonight.
Yeah, he's been a difference maker off the bench. We knew he could score from a lot of different places. We talked about that in the pregame, and he's doing just that.
They still have 38 on the scoreboard, and they're not saying anything right now. Jacob Hall trying to back inside. Double team comes. Taven Stroop comes down, stops, back to Jake. Thought about triggering. Now goes to Nicholson on the left flank. We'll bring it back out between the Big O's outside. Great Bend down. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Cooper Omont on the right side. Caston Cohen on him. Back to Taven Stroop. Jacob Hall, left wing. Bounce pass to the foul line. Ian scanning low. Spin move inside. Scooper. Good. Count the basket.
Yeah, early in that series, Ian was on the block where he wanted to, but the ball never got to that side of the floor. So Ian came to the free throw line and got the ball and just took it to the basket himself.
That foul goes against Pierce Blue, and that is his first foul. And so far, were we wrong on the score?
No. No, it should be 39. But I guess until they change it, we'll go with what's on the board.
Yes, 38-34 is what is up there now. Free throw by Ian drops over the front of the rim and falls through. So Premer has 21 points tonight. He's 2 for 3 from the foul line.
Yeah, that's 60% of the points, 21 out of 35.
I don't know whether to put 39-35 on my scoreboard or 38-35.
You keep your total, but just knowing it's 30, no, it's one different.
Okay, Pierce Blue. Panthers are still trailing here in the third quarter, getting late. Haven't got the fourth quarter yet. Derek Morgan, they'll play perimeter catch with it. And Adams drives inside. Shot is up, contested, no good. Ian rips a rebound away. He's going to lead the fast break, but great transition defense by the Eisenhower Tigers tonight. Ian trying to go to his left. Great defense that time by Derek Morgan, and Morgan's going to be called for the push foul. That'll be his first, and team foul number 2 on the Tigers here in the third quarter. Dax Minton up off the bench, Jacob Hall up off the bench, and Ben Nicholson back up off the bench coming into the game. So
and Ben Nicholson.
Jackson Wondrick in there for just a moment. Taven Stroop comes back out of the game, and Isaiah Reed is out.
Yeah, almost a little bit offense-defense 7 here late in the third quarter by Coach Cree.
Dax Minton in front of the Panther bench. A 3-ball could tie it, potentially, if that's the score. Dax back to the lane. Jacob Hall trying to get around Ramari Taylor, falling down. Good defense by Taylor, picked up by Pierce Blue. Long pass down Derek Morgan to Taylor. Bounce pass low into Adams. He scored. What a pretty play that was. Cole Adams scores, and Eisenhower continues to fight off the Panthers, 40-35.
Yeah, and I know I said it before, but Ian's getting position on that left block. They're just not getting the ball on the left side of the floor.
Ian's going to just charge to the hole and score easily. If they can get him in open space on one side where that double team can't come, they can't stop him. 40-37.
They're 5 of 6 from the floor this quarter, but they have 4 turnovers.
Pierce Blue the other end. Missed a shot, foul on Cooper Almont, and Blue, a 72% free throw shooter, will go to the free throw line. 1:35 to go in the quarter. It is 40-37. That's Coop's first.
Panthers 13 foul.
Great Bend led early 10-3, and then a big 25-9 run. Got the Tigers the lead. They haven't given up yet. Second free throw, perfect.
Yeah, 4-4 at the line. I don't think one of them's hit the rim yet.
Timeout taken by Eisenhower. We'll take one as well. Now we'll keep it right here right now. What are the numbers looking like here in the second half? What is that rebound margin right now?
Yeah, well, there's not a lot of rebounds this half. Great Bend 5 of 6 from the field, and Eisenhower 4 of 7 from the field. So not a lot of rebounds to be had, but Great Bend is got 3 of the defensive rebounds, only 1 for Eisenhower. So each team, there's not been an offensive rebound this half. Each miss has been followed by a defensive rebound. Still Great Bend, no offensive rebounds in this entire basketball. But Eisenhower's only 4, so it's not like, but they've turned a couple of those back into points. But 4 more turnovers for Great Bend in this half. So that's been an issue for them right now. Like I said, Ian's getting the ball. He's getting where he wants to. With the Great Bend's not getting the ball on that side to get the ball into him.
Panthers back out on the court with Ian Premer, Jacob Hall, Cooper Omont, Ben Nicholson, and Dax Minton. Blue, Morgan, Adams, Taylor, and Kane for Goddard Eisenhower. 42-37. 1:27 to go here in the third quarter. And it's going to be a zone defense now, shown by Eisenhower coming out of this timeout. Cooper Omont. Ian goes to the high lane area. They reverse it around, weak side. Dax Minton holding the ball, long skip past the corner. Omont now, another skip pass across the top of that zone defense. Jacob Hall, set shot 3 ball. It will not go. And another rebound by Derek Morgan. And running Striking out is Caston Cohen to the other end, and it's stripped away by Jacob Hall. Tremendous hustle play, saved 2 points right there.
Yeah, sometimes hustle is all you need, and that's what he did right there. He did not give up. He's the one that missed the shot, but he did not hang his head and walk down the floor. He busted his rear end back down the floor and made a huge defensive play.
Boy, what defense tonight by Goddard Eisenhower. Casting Cohen on the baseline. Bounce pass entry. It's Derek Morgan in the high lane to Pierce Blue. Fakes right, goes left. Charges to the hole. Shot up over the top of Stroop. Panthers with it. Hall, touch pass. Omot, layup, good. That'll get the fans going a little bit. There's your fast break. Second chance points, or fast break points off turnovers, or a rebound there. Whatever it was, the Panthers needed it. Bad pass. Stolen away, Cooper Omot. 42-39, 28 seconds to go, quarter number 3. Omot scoops it up. Jake to tie the game. He does tie the game.
Yeah, how about
Three
that?
ball from the right side. We're tied at 42 all.
And that's in a hurry.
19 seconds to go in the quarter. Caston Cohen will walk it into the front court. The Tigers will be looking for the final shot. Trying to hold off a big push by the Panthers. Adams, Pierce Blue, long 3 at the buzzer. Short, Ian Premer with it. Races up the court, 3 seconds, 2 seconds to the other end. He missed the layup, and that's the end of the quarter. Ian Premer hits the deck hard, and we go to the fourth quarter. The Panthers have finally reeled in the Tigers and are at least nose to nose with them right now. We go to the fourth. Great Bend 42. Goddard Eisenhower 42. Panther basketball on B1043, The Point, powered by Equity Bank.
The trouble with the future is that it keeps getting closer, which means regardless of your income or goals, it's important to begin developing a plan today. At Edward Jones, they like to look at your individual needs before anything else. Call Todd Armatist, Jim Vopat, Chris Sundahl, Jim Armatist, or Cameron Smith at Edward Jones Great Bend today.
This is Julie from the Fieldhouse, and we are a proud supporter for the Great Bend Panthers. At the Fieldhouse, we strive to provide space for our athletes to work hard and achieve their goals. Surround yourself with those who want to be great. Join us at the Fieldhouse, where our motto is leadership through athletics. So check us out at fieldhouse.com.
I'm Car Andrews, class of 2035. Empire Realty is a proud supporter of Great Bend High School. When you're ready to buy or sell your home, call Empire Realty. My dad and the Empire team are ready to help you find your next home. Go Panthers!
Where the tradition continues. The Panthers and B1043, The Point.
Back at Great Bend High School, Mike Marzov looked at the Panthers back tied in this game.
Yeah, well, that quarter alone, they were 7 of 9 from the field. If not for the 4 turnovers, they probably have the lead right now. They just put up 2 threes in that quarter, knocked one of them down. So Great Bend back in the flow of things again. Not a lot of misses for either team right there.
Panthers haven't had the lead since early in the second quarter. A double team down on Ian Premer. Derek Morgan is over there. Pierce Blue. Now the Panthers will get it out of there. Omot has it. Skip pass. Oh, good catch by Taven Stroop. Almost went up too early. Taven squeezes in. Stripped away. Foul's going to be called, and we're going to get 2 free throws for Taven Stroop, who's only 2 for 7 on the season, but he needs to step up there and give the Panthers the lead right here.
Yeah, good aggressive move that time. Ben Nichols not 100% right now. He's battling his thigh or whatever, his hamstring, whatever he's got working right there. So Taven going to get some action maybe this fourth quarter.
Free throw, too strong.
Yeah, that wasn't that pretty either. Here he comes, though. Ben's not 100%, but he's going to battle it out. There's no doubt about that.
Boy, Goddard Eisenhower, the 16 seed in 5A West, giving the Panthers everything they can handle here tonight. Next one's on the way. Taven buried this one. And finally, the Great Bend Panthers get the lead back now at 43-42.
Well, how long's it been?
Early part of the second quarter, because the Panthers led 15-12, and that's when they went on that 8-0 run. So 7:33 to go in the game. Great Bend leading by 1. Panther fans trying to urge their team on. Get to the championship game right back here on Saturday at 5 o'clock. Give and go, Derek Morgan. Methodical Eisenhower on the right side. Ho, their point guard on the wing. Nice spin move to get away from Dax, but then help defense came from Isaiah Reed. Pierce Blue, the 6'5 senior, back outside. Ramari Taylor, turnaround 3, just turned and shot it, and it went down.
Wow.
Don't think about it. Just turn and shoot. 45-43. What a shot by Ramari Howard. He has 13 now.
Yeah, his first 3 didn't look very good at all.
Ian Premer trying to back in, zips it to the corner. Jake a 3, bounces long, out of bounds. It'll go to Great Bend. Adams got a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Substitution now, Caston Cohen re-entering the lineup for Goddard-Eisenhower, and Cole Adams will come out. Great Bend now will have the ball on the baseline to take it in.
And that, Steve, is their first offensive rebound this basketball game. We're in the fourth quarter.
Wow. Dax looking, and it's deflected. The inbounds pass was deflected. Premer ripped it away, and now what do we have? They're going to say tie ball.
Wow, that's a quick tie.
Especially with Ian Premer in there. You know he's going to rip it away, and well, that was a great play. They deflected the inbounds play trying to go to Ian on the lob. And now all of a sudden, Eisenhower leading by 2, possession of the basketball, 6:41 to go. Morgan, Isaiah Reed right up on him. Morgan in the lane, floater from 6. It's no good. Premer cleans the glass and comes out of there with it again, scampering back on defense. The Tigers of Goddard-Eisenhower trying for a monumental upset here in the first round of 5A Substate. Jacob Hall, step back, 3, won't go. Another defensive rebound. Ball rolls out on the perimeter, taken by Pierce Blue, and then a foul on Isaiah Reed.
Yeah, another 3 from Great Bend. They are now 1 for 4 in this half. They've only missed 1 2-point shot this half. But again, open shot, putting it up. A shot that Jacob Hall knocks down quite often, but they're just not falling tonight.
6:13 to go and a 2-point lead for Goddard-Eisenhower. Ramari Howard getting right in. Premer's going to take it all the way to the glass and scores. He got a foot ahead of him, and Howard just beat Ian to the glass.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden, it's 47-43.
Yeah, Howard very athletic and just was able to race down the court.
A 5-0 run, backdoor cut, Omot layup. Good, and an excellent pass that time from Dax Minton. There's your execution. Get her down inside.
Yeah, we got a ball game, Steve. 2 points with 5:30 to go.
Panther defense needs to come through big time right now. Ho down the lane. He scores. He just took Dax Minton low and used his left hand to lay it softly over the rim. His first basket of the game.
Yeah, he used his body to keep the ball away from Dax. Dax reached in like he would to knock it away usually, but he was able to pull that ball and use his body to protect it.
49-45. Ian Premer hit the deck with Derek Morgan behind him, and Jacob Hall going inside and draws the foul, but he couldn't get the and one with his left hand, so Jacob up there with 2 big free throws here as Derek Morgan picked up the foul, his second.
Yeah, in this kind of basketball game, these are the times you need to knock down these free throws. Fourth quarter playoffs, down 4. Jacob, a good free throw shooter.
First one good. Jacob now with 5 points. Didn't score in the first half, but hopefully he's putting together a big fourth quarter here. 49-46, trying to draw the Panthers back within 2. It's on the way. No good. Rebound, Pierce Blue of Eisenhower. 49-46, 5:11 to go. Ho down the court, goes to Morgan. They shuffle it off in the corner. Taylor's had a huge game tonight. Caston Cohen, a 3-ball, missed everything. Ben Nicholson got the rebound. Shots across midcourt, nothing there. The Panthers have to set it up, see if they can get something down low. Ian Premer just out on the left wing, trying to spin. He does inside, and he gets it. That's his patented Ian Premer spinorama left-handed window kisser, and he's got a chance to tie the game up with a free throw.
And that's been the go-to for him tonight. They've now been able to give him the ball down low. He's been able to take the ball about the free throw line, take that dribble, spin, again, with his left hand being his dominant hand on that side, and lay it in for the basket. Again, Great Bend needs to be knocking down free throws right now.
1-4, the big left-hander puts it up, doesn't go. Ramari Taylor gets a rebound, stolen by Jacob Hall, got it back to Taven Stroop. He missed a short shot inside, and now the Panthers fighting over it outside Ian Premer. Oh, man, the Panthers could have got the lead. Dax for the lead here. A 3 doesn't go. Fought 4. Dax Minton out of there with it. Panthers getting some offensive rebounds now. They need a bucket. 4:30 to go, 49-48. Panthers down by 1. Dax Minton right on the nose of that Panther. Panthers moving left to right. Jacob Hall, one-handed handoff. It goes Dax Minton back inside. Ian Premer spinning to the bucket. Curls out and then curls back down. Panthers lead by 1.
Yeah, you get that many opportunities on the offensive end. 4 tries, you've got to be able to knock them down. One of them, and they did, the last one.
Goddard-Eisenhower's had an answer all night long when the Panthers have challenged them. Now they're down by 1 again. 50-49. All right, they go to Pierce Blue. Turn around, 8-footer in the lane. Back iron, no good. Great Bend with a rebound. And now the Panthers with possession and the lead. Boy, it's been a long time since that has happened in a timeout. Great Bend. 3:42 to go. Winner advances, loser goes home. 50-49 Panthers. You're listening to Panther Basketball on B1043 The Point, powered by Equity Bank.
The Great Bend Rec Center is a proud sponsor of this Great Bend High broadcast. And whether it be on the gridiron, courts, or the green, they would like to wish all Panther athletes competing this school year good luck. Go Panthers from the Great Bend Rec.
Looking for the best carpet, upholstery, and tile cleaning? Magna-Dry Cleaning Service is your go-to in Great Bend. They also handle water and fire restoration and job site cleanup. For a cleaner, fresher home or business, visit us at 18th and Main. Magna-Dry Cleaning Service, your clean begins here.
Sutherland staff and knowledgeable experts can help you plan any project. When it comes to home improvement and building materials, remember Sutherland's of Great Bend, a proud supporter of Panther sports. Sutherland's helping America build it better since 1917.
Proud of our town, proud of our team. B1043, The Point.
Steve Webster, Mike Marzoff with you. Thanks to Mike Ringo, the mystery of the missing point has been solved.
Yeah, lane violation. I did not see the call. So that is why they did not get that point. Their score is correct.
50-49, Great Bend inbounding. They go to the corner. Ben Nicholson left alone. A three. Will not go.
Man, you just think one of those is going to go.
Oh.
Good look.
All right, Eisenhower with it back. 3:31 to go. Season on the line right now. Cohen Ho just dribbling the ball out at midcourt. Ben Nicholson on him. Now he spins, and a timeout's going to be taken here by head coach Steve Blue of the Eisenhower Tigers.
Yeah, it'd be close to a 5-second call right there. Good timeout.
Panther basketball tonight, all season long, all football season long, brought to you by the Fieldhouse, Farmers Bank and Trust, American Plains Co-op, and by Innovative Livestock Services, Insurance Planning, People's Bank and Trust, Delgado's Mexican Restaurant, and by Dom Pipe Testing. Goddard-Eisenhower.
Fun stuff, Steve. Maybe not what we wanted, but it's a fun game. 3 minutes left to go, 50-49. You know, if you're in the Great Bend huddle, Coach Crew, you just say, hey, we're having some fun. Let's go get them now. This is what we're here for. This is what we practice for. You know, we maybe should be farther ahead, but this is it. Let's go get them.
What do they say? Goddard-Eisenhower playing with house money right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Pierce Blue wanting to get it in, and they do so to Derek Morgan. Dax Benton going for the steal. Couldn't get it away. 3 team fouls on Goddard-Eisenhower here in this quarter, just 1 for the Panthers. Backdoor pass, somebody got it, Ramari Taylor, and he scored. Taylor didn't even see that bounce pass coming, but reacted well, caught it, and goes up. And the Tigers are back up by 1.
Yeah, unfortunately, neither did Jacob Hall. He had his back to the play, just trying to front Taylor or Howard that time.
Ben Nicholson, far corner. Comes up, lobs it. There's Dax underneath, fouled. And that was a good foul by Goddard-Eisenhower because Daxton will go to the free throw line where he has struggled this year, but a chance to step up right now with 2 free throws, 2:49 to go, 51-50. The foul went against Caston Cohen, or Ho, I should say. That was his third, and Dax Minton makes the free throw. Just needs another one right here. Daxton, come on, big man.
Yeah, Ben Nicholson out for defensive purposes. He's not moving real well, but they want him on the offensive end to score.
Dax missed it. Tipped by Freeman, scoring Jacob Hall. There you go.
There's your offensive rebound that counts. Wow.
Minton nearly got the steal on the inbounds pass. What a huge play. And again, how many points have the Panthers scored this year on missed free throws?
Yeah, going to give Ian a rebound and an assist on that tip.
53-51. Ho now trying to get by Dax Minton, who's playing with 3 fouls. 2:36 to go. Panther season on the line, leading Goddard-Eisenhower by 2.
This would be a big stop right now for Great Bend on this series.
They go down low. Pierce Blue, fall away, 8-foot banker goes down. Great execution by the Tigers. And it's tied up again as Great Bend will bring it up the floor. 2:19 to go, tied at 53-53.
Talk about him being an outside. That time he posted up and got a good shot off.
Ian hands it off. Cooper Omott pulls up. Jumper won't go. Rebound. Romari Howard, long pass down to Cohen. He made the layup, and all of a sudden Eisenhower's in the lead. Cohen released, and they got the ball down to him. 55-53, Goddard-Eisenhower by 2 points.
Yeah, we mentioned Blue and Howard both like to look down court on rebounds, and that's what got in that basket right there.
Ian outside. Panthers need a big shot to fall. Cooper Omott, they're dropping in now. We've got a push down in the block. That'll be on Derek Morgan at 6'2", trying to guard Ian Premer, and free throws coming up here for Ian.
Yeah, that time they got the ball on the side. He's posted up. Everything was looking good, and the ball was going to come into him. He just got shoved in the back.
55-53. Panthers got the lead back, and then 4 in a row. Ian steps up there and nails the free throw. Isaiah Reed will come in. Jacob Hall comes out. Can Ian give the Panthers a tie ball game? It is up. Got them both. All right, defense time, boys. 55-55. Cohen Ho, just now he gets it across the midcourt line. Driving down, free throw line extended right side, scoops it back. Pierce Blue hit that big bank shot a moment ago. Now Premer knocked it away, tried to save it in, goes back. It goes to Howard. Now an open shot, Blue, a 3, swish.
Boy, great play by Ian that time. He just didn't have anybody to throw it to, so he threw it backwards. And unfortunately threw it right to where Eisenhower was able to grab the ball.
58-55. A huge 3 by Pierce Blue. Ian leaning in, bank shot won't go. He'll get 2 free throws. Boy, cold as ice, man, that shot by Pierce Blue.
Yeah, that's a senior knocking down the shots. You don't want this to be his last game. That's going to be 5 on Derek Morgan. He's done.
Morgan got all 5 fouls the second half, battling down low against Ian Premer.
Yeah, but he's made Ian work for his points, if nothing else, man.
Ian made 2 free throws a moment ago. He'd make 2 here. Get the Panthers within 1. First one's on the way. Good.
Yeah, right now you got to look at maybe a foul. I don't know if Eisenhower's a minute left, no shot clock. They may try to run this clock out with a 1-point lead.
And we said that, and Ian Premer now is going to go get some water, I think, over there, as they're going to wipe up some perspiration out on the floor.
Coach Cree out there getting it.
Premer now with 30 points tonight. No one else for the Panthers has more than 7. That's Jacob Hall. Cooper Omott with 6.
And all 7 of those for Jacob in the second half. Yeah, Ben's been hurt. He's just not able to do the things he usually does. You know, one of the things he can do is drive and shoot the reverse layup, the Gumby move you call it. Yeah, his leg is not allowing him to do that right now, and that's taking away some of the ability of Great Bend on the offensive end. And not trying to get everything wiped up. An opportunity for Ian. You know, think about this a little bit. For Great Bend, talk about it a little bit right now. That kind of an uncalled timeout, and so is Eisenhower. Again, like I said, they don't have to shoot the ball. There is no shot clock. You know, can they handle the ball for a minute without turning it over? We may find out. They may go ahead and try to score on offense, but at this point, it would not surprise me. And somebody might be bleeding, actually. It would not surprise me if Eisenhower did not put a shot up right now and tried to run this clock out.
Well, maybe. Panthers draw up that missed free throw shot. Steve Blue now asking, what's the deal here? What's taking so long? Again, you said it's kind of a free timeout for Great Bend. Ian Premer is up there, and again, 1:06 to go. Great Bend trailing by 2. Goddard-Eisenhower's had an answer every time the second half. The Panthers have made a run or took the lead briefly. Ian's free throw, good. Okay, 1-point game. 31 for Premer, 58-57. Cole Adams has come into the game with Derek Morgan out. Cohen Ho way out on the right side. They'll run it down. They don't mind. He's very good free throw shooters. Now we're going to get a foul called on Ian Premer, but that's just the second foul.
Yeah, maybe not a bad strategy right now, at least to get him in a position. Just Ian's first, give him a position to be able to put him at the free throw line. They need to foul 3 more times to even do that. Now, I don't think Eisenhower's going to look to score.
Well, sometimes you do that. They get it into Adams now. Romari Howard, they go out front. Panthers need to foul. Time running down. And Cohen, there's your third team foul of the quarter. But 41 seconds left to go, and the Panthers still down by 1.
Now, you had 4 coaches on Great Bend up yelling, foul, foul, foul.
Taven picked up the foul. You need a steal on this inbound
That would
play.
be sweet.
Yeah, that would be really good. They go to the corner. Cohen has it, and he is fouled, so that will get the
Unfortunately,
Panthers
Dax
to the
isn't the one
bonus.
you want fouling. They got one more yet.
Well, the next one is
Yeah.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're probably going to get, okay. I wouldn't be surprised if you get Dax out right now with his 4 fouls because you're going to want to foul again, and you don't want him to be the one to get the 5th.
All right, can the Panthers get a steal? They're trying to clamp down. They throw in the backcourt, and we've got a timeout taken by Steve Blue and Goddard Eisenhower, and we'll keep it here. Panthers trailing 58-57, 39.9 seconds to go in the game. 39 seconds for the Great Bend Panthers. Great Bend Basketball tonight brought to you by Insurance Planning, People's Bank and Trust, Elgato's Mexican Restaurant, and by Dom Pipe Testing. Didn't see this one coming, partner.
No, not at all. And you know, Great Bend, we're in a position they're going to have to foul right now or get a turnover on the 2. I mean, they could still try to get a turnover. They may take maybe 10 seconds to try to get a turnover before that foul, and out there on the bonus. But Eisenhower hasn't missed a free throw. They've got a one that would count as a taken away because of a lane violation. But they've shot 4 free throws tonight, and 4 have gone in. So, you know, not a position that is enviable for Great Bend, having a foul team that shoots 70% as a team to try to get the ball back and a chance to take the lead and win this Substate basketball game.
Well, you still get it to 1 possession if they do make 2, so 39 seconds. And again, Great Bend forced them to take the timeout. Again, Dax playing with 4. He'll be on the ball, and they're able to get it to Taylor in the backcourt. Yeah, he's the guy to foul, but he's 55%, so the Panthers go after the right guy. And it'll be Romari Howard up there with free throws here with 38 seconds to go.
Well, he called the foul on 30. He meant to call it on 15 with 30 shooting. There we got it. So they got the right guy fouled. Now you're going to get the crowd. Dax getting the crowd going, waving his hands. Let's make some noise. This is it, Steve.
Free throw, good. Romari Howard's had a game tonight. That young man, 6'3" junior with 18 points.
Man, he averages 10. You knew he could score, and you watch, he can score a lot of different places, and he's done that tonight.
Next one on the way, made them both. All right, now the Panthers, you can get it down. You can get a quick 2.
Absolutely.
34 seconds to go. Ian Premer on the left flank. He'll come off a screen for the tie. It's no good. Rebound. Ian able to get it back. Now he's trapped in the corner. Weak side pass. Cooper Omot a 3. That doesn't go. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers. 18 seconds to go. They're down 60-57.
You still don't need a 3, but it's getting closer to that with only 18 seconds to go.
Well, if you have a chance to draw one up, they'll do it from the baseline. Yeah. Panther basketball tonight brought to you by the Marmiato Group, Empire Realty, Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, and by the Great Bend Tarp Company.
So Great Bend's wanting a 30-second timeout. It's fine if they do actually have one. It looks like they do, so this will be a 30. I know a lot of teams had to play where your inbounder goes in, pops back out to the corner for the 3. That'd be Dax Benton. He's one of Great Bend's better three-point shooters. We haven't seen Great Bend do that this year, but is that in their arsenal right now to try to pop the ball back to Dax in that corner for a 3-pointer to tie this basketball game?
Well, Ian had a pretty good look at it. Coop had a good look at it. At least they still have possession of the basketball. Great Bend to take it in down to our right. 60-57, 18.4 seconds to go in the game. They get it in. Nicholson, wide open 3 for the tie. Got it! All right, there's 13 seconds to go. Eisenhower still with 1 shot. Ho, spin dribble, kicks it out. Romari Howard. Now they get it down low. Jump hook, good. At the buzzer. Colin Ho scores at the buzzer. Now what do we have? They're waving it off.
They're going to give him 0.3 seconds, I think. Is that? I think there's going to be 0.3
Cohen
seconds on the
Ho
clock.
got it down low. A jump hook. He scores. And the Panthers are down to a prayer and a tip. with 0.3 seconds to go after a 3-ball by Ben Nicholson went in.
Yeah, biggest shot of career for Ben right there. He struggled with the injury tonight, but he was still an offensive threat. Knocked down that 3-pointer tie of the game, and man, at the other end, Howard just was able to get the ball to Ho, and Ho missed most of that first half with foul troubles. Big shot right there for the senior.
Boy, a shocker. Unless Panthers could do something with it. Well, there was a play at the Slime Invitational Tournament last year that Dax Minton threw the length of the court.
Yep. Well, 3 years.
I don't know if that was a tip or not, but Cooper Omont caught it. It was against Abilene, and they scored. But now, 0.3 seconds left. Great Bend trailing 62-60. Dax will be taking it in. You have Ian Premer down by the basket for Great Bend. It's got to be something really long. He'll get a screen. He'll set. Throws it the length of the court, and it's up at the buzzer. No good. And Goddard Eisenhower has come in and stunned the Great Bend Panthers here tonight, knocking off the number 1 seed in 5A West.
And their coach right now telling them to calm down. Let's go through this handshake line, then celebrate. Good move. Good move by the coach.
A shocker here in Great Bend tonight. The 6-14 Goddard-Eisenhower Tigers knock off the Great Bend Panthers tonight. Our final score here at the Fieldhouse, Eisenhower 62, the Great Bend Panthers 60. Stay with us. Postgame comes your way after this timeout. You're listening to Panther